Well, we can. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in the point guard position. To the paint, James. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
To the inside. Off the screen. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. Tang's got his first 2 points of the night. James kicks to Smith. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Back to Wade. 6 to shoot. His 3-pointers off the mark. LeBron left side. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And it's sent back by Bosch. And stolen by Love. James kicks to Irving. Kept alive. And it's Love, top of the key. From deep. And it's Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 5 points so far.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And it's Wade penetrating. Mozgov with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Smith. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Bosh, the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulder ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Winslow dishes to Bosh. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The screen from Thompson. Shumpert passes to Thompson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
And the second free throw, good. "15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here is Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now the feed to Thompson.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Cleveland ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. LeBron and Love with a talented pair at the forward position. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. Outside Irving. Thompson, a screen on Dragic. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Irving against Dragic. Here's Stoudemire. The Cavaliers pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Wade on the wing. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The offensive rebound. Stoudemire. Off on the layup.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Wade, double team. Pass to Whiteside. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys. And now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Outside Dragic. Off target from three-point range. Here's James. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
That's his first personal foul.
And a look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 11th in field goal percentage, 13th in steals. And they were only in the league's top 20 in points off turnovers. So not really a strong suit for them. Didn't turn turnovers into points as well as they might have.
And both free throws good from Iman Shumpert. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
That's good. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Williams outside. Smith outside. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Bosh. The Heat trailed by 13.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Smith for 3. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Shumpert with the steal. And now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just...
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Cleveland ahead as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Dragic in the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. From deep. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Baseline try. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
It's LeBron with the drive. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the shot is good. The Heat trail by 14. Wade outside. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Outside Irving. For 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
The Heat making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. Dang can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Here's Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Miami.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever being a focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for an entire league when it basically affects 2 players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
The Heat trail by 13. Dang for 3. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's 11 points for Luol Deng. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Miami. Chalmers comes in for Dwayne Wade. Shumpert, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Thompson misses.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 14-6 run. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, and you know, they built the rosters to how they play best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Williams, he's checked in for Richard Jefferson. Shumpert with it. Now Green defending. James sets the screen for Shumpert. The three-pointer is right on target. Shumpert's got 7.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
They get a hand on it. Taken away by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Thompson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He has 5.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Dallas. Here's Williams. Misses the layup. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Mario Chalmers.
That free throw missing.
2.
And he's good on the second. Launches it. And another 3 for Cleveland.
4-3.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cleveland ahead. They finish off the third quarter on a 10-1 run. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, down low, it's Love and Mozgov. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. And it's Williams at the point.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
To the paint. Stolen by Bosch. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Chalmers with the ball. Took him no time at all on that one.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Williams attacking. It's deflected. Stolen by Bosch. And the dunk by Winslow.
A few more plays just like that are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
Yeah, and no wasted time there, which is exactly what they need. They could use a few more of those steals, too. Keep that shot clock from running all the way down.
James kicks to Love. And that time, also a missed shot.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no quitting. I mean, They know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
Williams against Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way. The dish out to Wade. On the wing, Dang. Feeds it to Chalmers. And it's Wade penetrating. And the shot is good. Wade's got 12 points in just the second half.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Timeout called in Cleveland. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. Dragic dishes to Dang. For the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read on how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Irving for 3. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Bosch, that's for 2. They get it back. The shot by Stoudemire, no good. Cleveland leading by 8. Inside. Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9. Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 9. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Wade with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Wade passes to Dragic. The kick out to Bosch. Back to Wade. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
The drive by James. It's stolen by Stoudemire.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
The shot by Wade, no good.
ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category. If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Poked away. Dives for it. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. And so here's Cleveland. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time.
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called, the Heat. They're losing by 7. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.